Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, buddy?
What's up, Dom? Happy Friday for you. I can tell it's your Friday because your hood is up. Got your hoodie up.
I just got real. I was sitting here, my feet up, relaxing, going through my phone, because I've been having storage issues because I record these 8-minute long videos of me working out and then I crop them down, but I forget to delete them. And so I was going through phone storage stuff. And then you sent the text that you were opening the room, and I'm like, freaking sweet. So I just got lost in deleting photos, looking at old memories and stuff like that, and then a little bit of a Twitter rabbit hole. And then before I knew it, I was like, I'm like really cold right now. So
Are you cold in California? You
so cold in
cold? Is it
California, bro.
chilly? Is it chilly in
It's so,
California?
it's so chilly. Good morning, MP. Good morning, Caitlin. Good morning, VDad's official. Keith, what's up, buddy? How you doing? David, good morning. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Yes, no, beanies are not over. I just don't. I have this one right here, but I don't really like it that much. It hasn't stretched out to the size of my head yet, so it feels tight. Like it feels like someone's fucking holding my brain. Um, Good morning, Mr. Bukes.
It
So
frames your face well.
thank you.
That's what I would say, and it matches
Just
your. It goes well. It accompanies your T-shirt well.
Keith, I have an idea here. If we can convince Jason to buy a ticket to Texas, then I'll buy one. Even if I haven't convinced my
I'm
wife, but
going.
that'll
We
be a
shall
lot.
go.
I
Update me. What's going on in Texas?
yeah, Ryan's going. I know that, and I believe Blaze might be thinking about going too. Um, so I've been kind, the artist tattoo guy that
I
we've had
do.
on here before. You guys had
Yep.
a good chat about art and stuff. So
Yeah.
he and his brother Whiskey Jack, he's been in here one time as well. They do a Texas VFam meetup, and this is their third year. Yeah, he's the I been kind is the damn it, right? You just add your ass back. Um,
I'm not. I'm not ready to be on the whole time.
um, anyways, they do a meetup in Texas every year, and it's in March. So they just yeah, Lufkin, Texas. It's a little bit in the outskirts. So Ben has a tattoo shop, Whiskey has like a software company. They just like own this little like strip mall that they've converted into a bunch of different businesses and a hangout session. And it's a very low key because it's not a huge place. So I think this is the highest attendance they're gonna have. They're selling 75 tickets. So it's not a big, thing. It's not hundreds and thousands of people. Might be a cool intro for you.
What's the date?
March 18th range.
March
Let's
18th.
see, ibenkind.com.
It's the
Maybe put
20th.
the dot in there.
20th. It's the 20th.
20th. Yeah, Friday the 20th, the
No,
21st, and the 22nd.
15 3-day tickets left. What airport would I fly into? I'm just checking ticket prices right now. Do you know what that would be? Austin, Houston, Dallas?
I think it's Houston. Right, Keith? Yes, Houston.
Houston.
Houston, and then I want to say it's like a 1 to 2 hour drive, and maybe we can get like a VDad's Airbnb. Just
March 18th. Is that what you said? A Wednesday? Who meets
no,
up on a Wednesday?
Friday the 20th.
Oh, okay.
Friday the weekend of the 20th, 21st, and 22nd.
20th to 22nd. Let's see how many Southwest points I can use. We'll see.
Wouldn't this be great, Keith?
I'll let that.
Just
I'll let that cook in the center or in the
yeah,
background.
that's my plan too. I was just thinking about that. I was like, oh, that'd be cool because I knew Ryan was going. I've heard, I've heard inklings of Mr. Blaze. Okay, this screen is too white. Get out of here.
I think it also might be my spring break, so I don't know. That might be a deal
Yeah,
breaker.
yeah. I have no clue. I'm gonna wait till after Christmas to ask my wife about it. Still gives me a couple months. I mean, I hope the remaining 15 tickets won't be sold out. I mean, I'm small. I can sneak in. I'm not too concerned. Whiskey's they got some heavy, big security guards there, but I know most of them. Like
What's up, V fam? How's it
with
going?
with
What's up,
with
people?
Keith at the door, I'm getting in. I mean, he's a big dude, but it's not like he's gonna not let me in. So you want to
Okay.
fly into Bush Intercontinental, or I'll just hang out on the street, like outside the party. But yeah,
I'll just
that
I'll go hang out at the Lanes or the local Canes chicken place. I'll do that if I can't get
small
tickets.
town.
I'll
It's
look
a small
into it.
town. I don't know that they have a Canes.
I might say 40% chance, possibly.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too.
We'll see.
Yeah,
But hey,
oh, nice.
that's a good little reminder to plan for the future.
Yeah.
So because I am stuck in today and tomorrow, and I can't get out of it.
Oh yeah. Well, it's big,
I'm
big.
Say it again.
I said these are big days, right? Like Caitlin said when she jumped in last day before winter break.
Yeah. Yeah, but then I asked myself, like, are they like, yes, they are at this particular moment, but it's nothing I haven't done before. I think I'm just like putting more weight on like the plates that are spinning than are needed.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I might just be blowing out of proportion. I went yesterday morning. I went up to Kristen. I was like, I just need a hug. I'm like stressed and tired. She's like, I'm stressed and tired too. And I'm like, no, I'm just letting you know. So I'm not wandering around the house silent and ornery. I just want to let you know that's how I'm feeling. Like that's the point I'm at. And then I woke up. I set my workout gear out last night. I was all ready. And then spent like a good hour just cleaning up the trash in the backyard from the windstorms last night.
Nice.
So
Okay.
that was my
Did
workout.
oh, you did? Okay. That was what I was going to ask if you worked out or yet. Should we
No,
just like
no, I
randomly
didn't.
pop
I'm
this up to
just
check on Ryan and then
I'm on
like, oh,
stimulants.
he's not there. Close it down.
Bye, Ryan. Thanks for checking in. So yeah, today's page, hard pivot.
Thank you, David.
Very applicable to the state that I'm in today. The background story on today's page, if you read it, if you have the red version, is the blue version the journal version? I always forget. Oh, okay. There is a journal
But
version.
my journal comes this weekend, so I'm excited. I'll when I get it, I'll definitely show you guys what it looks like, and yeah, I'm excited for it.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that. So someday, like, no, am I missing these days? No. Am I trying to rush through them? Also no. Because there's plenty of bright moments in these really stressy days that I honestly don't think, I think I'm putting more stress on them than needed. That's just the state that I'm in right now. But the backstory on the page is that somebody somewhere has a sick child that may not be around for much longer.
Yeah.
And because it's December, this is what we talk about all month is the passing of time and people. So even in these times where I am low energy, things need to be done, trash needs to be picked up from the backyard. I would say that like reading these things definitely helps me just slow it down a tad.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I get to pick up the trash in the yard. And it doesn't mean like I'm trying, like I have to force myself to be positive all the time. It's just that I am no longer rushing to get to the things that I intended to do, because
Hmm.
as these things pop up, these little fires, these little perceived emergencies, I'm doing a lot better spending my time on those and just kind of doing them more diligently than I would have otherwise. Um, because it will pass. It's like, how long did that stuff take? An hour, and it felt like half an hour, and time is flying as we end up the year. And I've done this 45 times already, so I'm not. I finally learned my lesson to just do the thing at the moment, especially when I'm anxious about the next few days. So, yeah, better than yesterday. Hopefully, not as
Good.
good as tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I appreciate the page. It's hard to put yourself in the mindset of, you know, losing a child, uh, or having that thought in your mind, but it's a good reminder. I love the idea of just cherishing that moment, that saying goodnight to them, maybe having like the slight thought, could this be the last time? And then having the ability to wake up fresh and new and happy, to just see them come down the stairs or come into the room or ask for breakfast. It's definitely an interesting, way to handle a lot of those daily chores and responsibilities, to just look at them like, I get to do them versus I have to do them.
Yeah, and that is a hard place to be. But last year when we were doing this page, when like it was like my first lap through the book, like I
Hmm.
was literally like every night I was like, I may not see them tomorrow. Like I was a tender turtle
Tender
last year.
turtle. That's
Because
Jason's V friend of the day, the tender turtle.
tender turtle, anxious anaconda, all the regulars. But yeah, today, this year, a little bit more levity. Um, being able to roll with it with a little bit of humor and a little bit of, and it's not really necessarily even like the whole idea of like, death or sickness. It's literally just like some people, this stuff is over, like people who have older kids, or
Yeah.
their
Yep.
their their children have moved on. It's like
Oh yeah.
they don't do this anymore. And it might be relief, like you've done your due diligence, you've earned your rest. But when you're in the center of it and looking outward and being able to realize, oh yeah, I'm not going to be able to like tiredly read the same book for 2 nights in a row, or for like a whole, what was I trying to say? I'm not going to be able to tiredly read the same book 2 weeks of nights in a row forever. And eventually they're going to move on to bigger books and start reading by themselves and want to go
Yeah.
to bed by themselves,
Yep.
talk to their friends a little bit later.
Yeah,
I
I
was
had
say it again.
there's someone in the community who just had their first kid, and
Uh,
she's, posting, about it and stuff like that. And she's an artist, so one of the things that she posted was like her new version of doing art. And so she's like drawing on an iPad, and her baby's just like on her shoulder. And I was just like, damn, I missed that. Like that time of having my kid right here and just being able to just, like, those were the times when it was like when life was as slow as it possibly could be for me, cuz I would just be with them, for an hour, just taking a nap, just hanging out. Whereas now it kind of feels like I'm in and out of their space, a little quicker. Don't usually just like spend an hour just like sitting with them, cuddling with them, lying on the floor, watching them, learn to roll over and all that stuff. But
mhm.
yeah, I miss it for sure. Keith's
Yeah.
Keith's baby is 24 now.
Um, when I mentioned last weekend, we hung out with our neighbors who they have like I don't think no, not 1 year old yet, but like super bright eyes, like the roundest face possible. Everything
Yeah.
is awesome. Everything is food. Everything goes in the mouth. And if I were to do this over again, if I were in the mindset like now that I might have been back then, it's like I remember being like, "Wow, I can't do anything right now. This is like I have to be here to make this sure this kid survives."
Yeah.
Um, it's definitely more along the lines of, "Wow, I don't have to do anything right now, and I get to just be here. This is the only thing I have to do is
Hmm.
keep this baby alive." I did not have that mindset when
No.
when I had our first kids.
No, like when I had my kids, I don't even remember. Like I'm pretty sure for the first one and maybe even the second one, like I don't even think I took time off. Like obviously I was there for the birth. I think the second one because it was a scheduled C-section, like scheduled the second and the third. I think we even like scheduled them on a Friday so that like I would at least have the weekend. Um, but then I'm pretty sure I just went back to work on Monday.
Mhm.
Versus now, like, I hear friends, taking paternity leave and having like, a month or a couple months or whatever it is. And, whenever I hear that, I'm like, that's amazing. Like, I'm so happy for you that you're doing that because I didn't do that. And that's one of the things that I think is just great if you can or have the opportunity or, can make that work 100%.
I'm sorry, you're referencing like just being able to like
Yeah, like a
make
paternity
something.
leave, like
Oh,
just sit
yeah.
there and like be with the kid in those first months, or if you like, I know some people will do like the maternity leave first, and then like so mom's with the kid for the first 6 months, and then there's like a paternity leave, and then the dad can take a couple months off. I think there's some sort of time frame that's allowed.
Mhm. I took when Kira was born, I took I had 2 weeks. I was doing contract work and
Right,
I was
and take a
doing
family
my
leave.
my teaching certification. And I remember like the night we went to the hospital, like we were just kind of waiting, and I was still working. Like I brought my laptop, and like Kirsten was laying in the bed, and I was sitting at the desk next to her, like doing work and like wrapping up these things. Where like the guy that I was reporting into, he was like, "Dude, you're at the you're at the hospital. Just shut down." Um, and yeah, looking back, I was like, "Why was I even concerned about that? Why would I even try to do that?"
Yeah.
So yeah, with experience comes age, or with age comes experience. That's what I meant. Hey Ryan, are you back? Do you have to go get anything?
Good
Oh,
morning,
hey,
sir.
I'm not really back, but I'm here.
Cool.
I just wanted to say hi to you.
And what's up? I have things are happening. What's and positive?
Ryan, you sound like the way I feel. And I feel like I hopefully sound
Wait, can you even hear me? I don't know if you can hear me.
as
There's the mic.
What's up, Keith? You know who I keep not responding to, and they probably think I hate them, is Robbie.
Oh, really?
you mean
Being a
they
bad
probably
friend.
think that you hate them? Is that what you meant?
Yeah,
Yeah.
back soon. How you guys doing on the Christmas gift front? Are you guys like done?
Not done. I've never felt done. I have like I have the main things. This is a source of stress is where like Kristen starts like December 1st on preparing, and I'm really not in the Christmas mindset until like Saturday when school's over. So I
Mm,
feel like I'm playing catch up. I would say last year was
play
like the
catch up.
first year in a long time that like I actually was like diligent about doing this stuff before. This year I'm a little bit more behind, but I still got like the main things that I want to gift. But I've never felt like I've given things to people that are important to me. I've never nailed everybody, you know. It's
Hmm.
like, the girls, Kristen, yes.
That's not what my ex-girlfriend said. Just
Hey
kidding.
yo. Um, but it's like, I always feel like I'm failing on like the parents and aunts and uncles. That's where I always feel like I kind of fail. And like I'll nail like one or two friends,
Your brothers.
brothers, besides like a Christmas Day
When
call.
when have we ever gotten each other a present? What's the last thing you sent me?
Just
I
send your brothers a box of nails and be like, I nailed you.
There you go. Perfect.
Like
I
Ryan,
did.
what's your thought on that, Ryan? You've been a lot better in the past about like sending things throughout the year.
Born in Greek night.
I think you're better at remembering birthdays of my girls, and I'm remembering birthdays of your girls. That's what I feel, and I feel a little stressy about that. I feel like that's one of my weak points.
No, I mean, I don't know. This I think is where relationships and couples like I think really come in because I'm not great at remembering, which is why I have so many notes and note cards and notifications like popping up all the time. Lauren remembers everything, like the day that her dog lost its first toenail, and then we are going to celebrate that. And so it's like, oh my goodness. And I do get overwhelmed with it. I'm like, why is there always a date and a celebration? But it is nice. I mean, to kind of come together because I think that's when people like, I think we can get 3 years down the road and then realize, oh, wow, maybe we didn't do enough together. And then, Lauren's family, just, not just Lauren, but their family is really pretty good about like, hey, we're going to celebrate all the birthdays from this month on this day. And I think like sometimes it can feel overwhelming, but after it, obviously, you're like, okay, it wasn't that difficult. Obviously, it was enjoyable. But I think moments of family celebrations and remembrances and stuff like that, I think I think it's really great. So I'm not great at it, but I think it's also something that Lauren does good at. So, but I do love sending things. So I love packaging things. I love like having a surprise in there.
Yeah. An AI for I'm sure there's an AI for Christmas shopping.
I too lean on my wife, so she's got it locked in and handled for the family and everyone. We keep it pretty strict to just like our immediate family, kids, us, and parents. For her and I, we're we're not really doing anything for each other, which is kind of feels like a setup for a disaster. Um,
Good
but
answer,
I did
David.
I did get her uh something. I just had to figure out a way to present it. What I was thinking about doing? I just had this thought, Ryan. Because her gift is basically like a gift certificate or a receipt for something that I bought her that she's been really wanting. Um, and I was thinking about putting it in the V Friends treasure chest box just because she hates V Friends so much. Like, and so when she sees the box, she's gonna be like, God damn it. And then inside it's gonna be something, a piece of paper that she like has really been wanting for, I don't know, feels like a year or two now.
Yeah. I feel bad that your wife has a negative reaction to V-Friends. I think
She's
my wife
literally
is
the
just
only
more
person.
neutral. I think my wife's like, "Oh, you talk to friends? Nice. Okay, that's all I really need to know that you're doing." So I'm
She would
like,
fit in really well in the gift chat.
yeah. She could.
Or on Mosher Spaces.
Oh, that what was I gonna say before? Oh, I know Lauren's. So I think when it comes to gifts, like I I could soapbox on the idea of like holidays and stuff like that and like traditions and where they've come from and how they've evolved in
You should
ways
have
that
came
I
on earlier if you were going to do that.
no, it's all good. But um, a lot of these holidays, they end up just like they're starting to feel just so materialistic, right? Like we're talking about AI, we're talking about getting it on Amazon, and things just feel like a click. And it's like, is that really what it's like for like Halloween? We just click and order the costume. Jason, I know that you don't, but it's like some people do that. And then I think that it's something where like Christmas just feels like it's like okay, just tell me what you want, send me the link and I'll open it up and I'll get it for you, which I think is like there's a positive thing from it. But I think it kind of gets away from so much of like what almost like what I was mentioning before about when we slow down to actually have a moment to remember and think and like teach our kids that like life is more, like there's just more to it. So that's why like around Halloween, I love Day of the Dead, because I think it's something where like we put up pictures of like our relatives that have passed away. We have a meal based on like whatever. If anyone knows Day of the Dead, like we I would say we kind of bastardize things a little bit because we don't do it probably the way it should, but we're trying.
We're reappropriating. Like, that's what it's called. Reappropriating.
What that? Reappropriating. Yeah, I mean, like we're working to do it. Like there is I don't even understand how this place is open, but there's this younger woman who has this little store. It's a Mexican store devoted to like only selling Mexican goods. Right, which is really cool. But around Day of the Dead, like we'll go in there and be like, hey, okay, this is our 3rd year. Here's our ofrenda. Like, let us know, like, what are we missing? How do we get it here? And so even around Christmas, when I really like, if you really want to look back and kind of like where things have come from, like, I don't know, it really makes me sad. But it makes me excited to like then kind of teach my kids like where things have really started. And so, you know, even like these like 12 days, like starting at like the winter solstice, which is like really, it's all kind of about like the sun and the return of it and all this kind of stuff too. I love to kind of like help have them understand like what this time of year means, besides just the idea of just like one, receiving gifts, also the idea of only giving gifts. Like there's so much more to it. And so it's good. I like it. One thing I was going to say about gifting, just to kind of, because I could start soapboxing, I'm not going to, so I'm stopping myself. But so we do a I'm forgetting it. We do a Secret Santa with Lauren's family every year, which when it pops up, I'm like, oh, this is so tiring. Because I don't feel like getting someone's gift. But there's apps now that you can use, and it'll let them kind of tell you what they want without you or them knowing like, you know, who has you, which is nice. And like every year it's like, okay, this is really cool. Like at least like we are connected in some kind of way, which is good. And then Dom, what I was also going to say about gifts for you and your wife is I'm big on like, look, tell the girls, I want this. You're going to get me this. I bought this for myself, but now you're going to wrap it and give it to me. Because I want like that to be an easy thing. My goal every year is to have 2 weeks of not buying anything, 2 weeks of just being able to like, just relax. It never works, but it's always my goal.
Yeah. Ryan, I 100% agree with you on the focus on buying things. Like I mean, Kristen's on it like white on rice. I am not. And sorry, that's my time buzzer. But I like this topic. This might even be a good Dads After Dark discussion. I might even say, I think this would be a discussion I would enjoy having with Kristen. But it was something I did differently for my birthday this year. Is like Kristen asked me what I want for my birthday. Mom asked me for what I want for my birthday. And there were like 2 things that I asked for specifically. But then I was like, is it really fun to know what I'm getting? It's like, yeah, like I can use those things. And like at this age, I'm normally asking for things that I need, like things that have a purpose, not things that they think I would enjoy. So instead, I gave them a few ideas of like concepts. Like I asked Kristen, because like I'll put cologne on sometimes when I feel like getting all dolled up for stuff. I said, get me a scent that you think that you would enjoy smelling on me. Something that they will feel good about buying. instead of just a thing that I will probably use, but intermittently that I could just get for myself, you know, like, I got Kristen something that she wants, but then she also asked for like a replacement cooking pot. And I'm like, well, I mean, that's something that we'll both use, and like it has a function, and it's like I the way that I would feel when getting something like that is like, okay, we have this now. Now we can do this thing, like, yeah, does it make things easier? Yes. But like, is it like the spirit of giving? Like that's kind of what I get into. I'd say like one thing I'm really good at is like making gifts, even though they take me forever, and I'm usually wrapping them up on Christmas Eve. It's like we have to start wrapping presents. We're like, I just got to finish this for you. Hang on, it might be ready the day after Christmas. Like things like that. I like making things. I'm good at that, but I don't start early enough to do it. But I'm more the fan of like giving people the opportunity of giving something that's meaningful, that would be important to me, whether or not it's like the exact thing I ask for.
Yeah, I hear you. I opened up a family note that has like all of our health information and stuff, but I also opened up a family note that like I share with Lauren, and we just throw gifts on throughout the year that we either want ourselves or we think of that someone else wants, and so we kind of pull from that when we can, and it's helpful. Someone told me one time that what they do is, maybe it's just a story that they told me, but they have like small bins in their basement, and then throughout the year when they know that they saw something that maybe someone wants, or makes them think about that person, they'll buy it and then put it in that bin, and then come Christmas time, that's just what they kind of give, which I thought was really smart. That's extremely organized, and I'd love to do that, but no, I can't do it.
Yeah, I used to do something a little bit like that, but then I ran into this situation um called Amazon and Instacart, and now it's like there's no form of patience anymore. Like when someone says like when someone like when my wife or kids are like, "Oh yeah, I really want this." It's like, "Oh, that'd be cool. I'm gonna save that till Christmas." I'm like, "It's June. There's no way they're not getting it like within 3 months." I'm like, it just because that was like before I think before COVID, that was like my move. Like I would pay attention to the things that my wife and kids wanted like all year round. And so I'd have like a little list, like you said. But now it just doesn't work. It's just like, oh, I really think I want that. And then it's like tomorrow it's here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike, it may have been I was only at VCon 3 just because it usually VCon always fell on my wife's birthday. I'm curious, I want to know why Paul doesn't like Secret Santa. I can probably assume. Um, but yeah, Amazon I feel like has ruined and helped Christmas in all the best ways.
I will say, so Kristen's family does Secret Santa. I do enjoy it because it's like a connection point. I don't talk with them a whole lot. It's like we have there's a family thread for them, and it's like there is a lot of interaction. And it's not that I don't want to be involved, just that like I'll end the day and there's like, I don't know, 20 plus, at least 20 conversations going on there, and I'm like, I don't have the time to review and comment right now. But I love you, Kristen's family. I love all of you, I promise.
Yeah, I know that's sometimes when I get on like family threads that like Lauren's family throws me on, I'm like, oh, they felt bad for me because they know I'm not going to respond to anything. And like, just like, I don't get that inside joke. I don't know that. But I mean, I'm probably the most active in our text thread. I don't do well in text threads, especially when people start like sending inside jokes back and forth, and like my oldest best friends, they just like quote movies the whole time. I'm like, I don't know any more movies, man. I don't get it. I don't know. I'm like, now I'm angry. So I just stop. It's funny. I don't know. The reason I like Secret Santa, especially when it comes to family, is because it answers the question. It checks the box. You're done. everyone's taken care of. You've interacted. You've given all that kind of stuff. I think it's good. I learned something. I got my brother-in-law some records, like some vinyl, which he's a big music guy. He used to be like a manager of some kind, I believe. And then my other brother-in-law is in bands all the time. So, but yeah, I see you kind of learn about people during Secret Santa, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing too. I have to go, but I do enjoy the topic of rethinking the gifting season. Dads After Dark. I like this. I like the topic. I'd love to discuss it. Give a little thought to how we do things.
Well, of it, I have to be forced. It has to be scheduled and set, and then I can sign on and stay in the background if I so please.
I will exercise my non-love language of scheduling and schedule it.
Sounds good. All right, guys.
Awesome.
Love you all.
Awesome, guys. Thanks for everybody.
Good talk.
We'll,
I'm at a 7.5. Thanks, y'all. 7.5 now.
Snoop Dogg cookbook.
awesome. Back tomorrow. See you guys. Thank you.
White elephant.
What?
I don't understand.
Chat's flying off at the end.
That's not. Are we? Is there like your? I don't know. Mike. Yes. Time. Experiences. Love it. Definitely a fan of that instead. All right.
Thank you, everybody.
Man, stop, Mike. Stop dropping bombs, Mike. I gotta go.
Have a great day. See you guys. Come on, music.